Movie review number 1217 is Se7en. This is a 1995 movie directed by David Fincher. Fincher. This is from New Line Cinema, and I saw this movie on January 4th, 2025 at AMC West Chester 18 in West Chester, Ohio in IMAX. So the film was celebrating its 30th anniversary, and for a limited time, this movie will re-released in IMAX videos, including the West Chester movie video that I went to see this movie at. And it was pretty good. Now I've heard of this movie before, but I've never knew what it was about. But this movie stars Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman in it. So this movie has retiring police detective William Somerset, who is played by Morgan Freeman in the movie. Detective William Somerset is about to retire, but he tackles a final case with the aid of newly transferred David Mills, who is played by Brad Pitt in the movie. So William and David discover a number of elaborate and grisly murders revolving around a serial killer, and let's just say, this serial killer, who is known as John Doe, he has been targeting people that he thinks represent one of the seven deadly sins. So, in the Roman Catholic Church, there are seven deadly sins. They are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. And so, this guy, John Doe, is a serial killer, and he's targeting people that he thinks represent each of the seven deadly sins. Somerset also befriends Mills' wife, Tracy, who is played by Gwyneth Paltrow in the movie, who is pregnant and afraid to raise her child in the crime-riddled city. So the city that they are living at is full of crime and bad people, and Tracy does not really want to raise her child in this city. But the problem is she hasn't told her husband yet. And so William Somerset, who is about to retire, must help David Mills tackle this final case that he is assigned to and take down the serial killer before he reaches all seven deadly sins. Of course, what he does is that when he targets these people, he writes one of the seven deadly sins like on a wall somewhere, or somewhere in the residence or some other place. Now, I will say that the ending is definitely unexpected and shocking a little bit. And let's just say that John Doe has also focused his attention on the two detectives that are trying to get him. And let's just say that John Doe knows something about the two of them that even they may not know, which could definitely impact everything. So, again, I don't want to discuss too much spoilers, but yeah, it is a pretty good movie. I definitely recommend it. It's definitely a thriller movie, a crime-related movie, as the two detectives are trying to take down this really bad guy who is a serial killer. And yes, he is identified as John Doe. And so they're trying to take this guy down, but at the same time, William is trying to retire and trying not to tell David about Tracy's pregnancy. But let's just say that something happens later on in the movie that completely changes the course of the movie. Not just for the two men, but also with Tracy and this John Doe guy. I'm trying really hard not to spoil things. But let's just say that 30 years later, the director, David Fincher, revealed more information about the film's ending. But again, I am not going to say what happens. So, besides the people that I mentioned, Richard Roundtree portrays Martin Tabbitt. He is the district attorney. Lee Emery portrays the police captain that the detectives look at. John C. McGinley portrays California, who is a SWAT team leader. And Kevin Spacey portrays John Doe in the movie. And the way that John Doe tortures his victims is based on the 7 deadly sins of the Roman Catholic Church. Of course, I will say that they do talk about each of the 7 deadly sins in the movie. That's why the movie is called Seven. But when we get to like the last one or the last one or two, it may not be the person that you might expect. That's all I'm going to say. What's also interesting is that the movie title, well, you know how seven is spelled Seven? Well, in some posters and marketing material, they replace the fee with the actual number 7. So it's SE, the number 7, which I thought was pretty neat. But yeah, this movie is a really good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of Seven. Please and truth in this movie review. Alright, goodbye.